how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. Today's video is going to be a 3 looks video with my collab with Fantasy Cosmetica, The Witch's Familiar. I am just so thankful and overwhelmed and excited and ecstatic, and the reveal hasn't even happened yet as of the moment that I'm filming this video, so I'm just so anxiously awaiting to announce it to the world. I'm so stoked. By the time this video goes up, my full reveal video will already be up as well, with full swatches, explanations on like why we picked certain colors and all that fun stuff. Also another look, so if you want to go ahead and see another look, you can go there as well. But I'm just so excited. I know I did a big thank you spiel in the reveal video, but I'm gonna do it again. Thank you to you guys so much just for being supportive and being here. It means so much to me. Your support does not go unnoticed. I literally would not be here without you. And also again, a huge thank you to Fantasy Cosmetica, Jordan the owner, and Matthew, her husband, who did this amazing artwork. I'm just so overwhelmed and so thrilled that I got to do this project with you. It means so much that you wanted to work with me, and I can't believe we got to bring this to fruition. So just thank you again so much. I just am obsessed with this palette. It's everything to me. I love her so much. I think it came together so incredibly perfectly. I feel like my creative juices are just flowing with this palette. There is no shortage of inspiration and ideas floating around in my brain, which will all eventually be in video form over time. I'm gonna continue posting like short form and long form videos just sporadically until further notice. Just a couple reminders on launch and stuff like that. The official release date is October 1st. It'll be up at 9 a.m. PST or 12 p.m. EST. Codes are not applicable on the collab itself, but if you were to throw something else in your cart when you're shopping, you can use my affiliate code BATTYBEAN to save. It'll be $49.99, and it will also be available on Monolith and I Feel Beautiful for my European and Canadian friends. As of right now, I don't know for sure if it'll be available on the official release date October 1st, but if not, it will be coming very soon. I'm just so thankful to be sitting here filming this video. I can't believe like I've already filmed the reveal and now I've finished filming my 3 looks video. I'm just so stoked and so excited, and I can't wait to hear what you think. But enough of my sappy blabbing. Let's just get into the 3 looks. I tried to do 3 very distinctly different looks, and I hope you enjoy. Oh, I'm so excited to be sitting here today. Let's dive in to look number 1. Clionadh is here, by the way. You can kind of see the top of her head. She's usually somewhere around. So I'm just gonna start by priming with my Sigma eyeshadow base in Ignite. I'm just gonna smear it on and blend it out. My plan for this video is I want to do 3 very different looks. I think for look number 1, I'm gonna do something super smoky today, something more dark, just smoky tones, and then I want to top some sparkle over it. I think that'll be the vibe for this. I'm excited. So I actually want to start with the shade Cauldron. I just want to have a little bit of that light lilac-y base to help be my blending shade. So I'm just taking this big fluffy brush from Fantasy Cosmetica, the E05, just running that all the way from inner to outer. Really just kind of taking windshield wipers. If it gets on my lid too, that's totally fine. But just kind of going back and forth, blending out toward my tail. I don't want my lower lash line to be super heavy, surprisingly, today, so I'm just gonna take a teeny little bit just in that outer corner. Oop, you going somewhere? Bye. So I want to take the shade Feline now, the dark bluish teal. I'm going to use my Fantasy Cosmetica E06, and I'm just going to pack this all over the lid. And I am planning on topping sparkle over everything, so I know that that's going to be the end goal, but I still want this to be as just covered and saturated on the lower part of my lid as much as possible. I'm going to use that darker purple shade to blend out and kind of be my merge between the dark teal and the lilac. So I'm not going to take this up super high because I'm going to get more length with it as I blend things out. So I'm kind of just focusing it really on just the lower part of the lid. I'll take it up toward my crease just a little bit, but I want it to be fairly tight. Again, I am going to take it just on like that very outer corner of that lower lash line. And I just want to make sure that kind of connects out here in that outer corner. Okay, taking Coven now, that darker purple, and I'm going to use this E02 brush from Fantasy Cosmetica. It's a little bit smaller of a blending brush. And I'm just going to use this to start blending at the very edge of that darker bluish teal. Just taking little teeny bits at a time and just lightly running that along the edge. I'll go back in with the lilac, kind of go back and forth between the different colors to just get my blend solidified. But I basically just want a really nice gradient from the dark teal into the purple, into the lilac, just to get a really cool, just smoky base before I overlay some sparklage all over. And yes, that is a word now. That is how I'm describing it, yes. Yeah, just taking little teeny motions with that purple, tucking this really deep in the crease mostly, just to kind of get that teal kind of faded so we have a really good blend. I love the way all these colors look next to each other. I think it's so pretty. Kind of focusing on that very outer corner, connecting things. I just love these colors. It's so like, I don't know, like enchanted moonlight. It's so, so pretty. And again, I'll kind of like add a little bit more lilac in there just to really seal the deal. I feel like this lilac shade really just helps with so much blending. It's so pretty. It just makes everything look so soft and hazy and pretty. So I want to take the shade Oracle now. This shade just has so many pretty sparkles. This is going to overlay so perfectly. And I'm also just going to take my finger. I'm not going to do like a big saturated layer with glitter primer or anything like that because I do want this to act as more of a topper. And I feel like when going in with a light hand, with really most shimmers, but especially something like this where it has a lot of really pretty reflects and sparkles, it just overlays so good. So I'm just going to use my finger and just very lightly tippy tap this across pretty much everything I just did, just to give a really pretty sparkly topper effect over all this smokiness. Oh, did you have something to say, Clionadh? She's currently just like on the floor in front of my desk, just like chatting. Yeah, you got lots to say this morning? Okay. I think she likes it. Oh, but just look how pretty and magical that is. Just like that little extra step just made it transform so much. It's so pretty. I'm just gonna use my big fluffy brush just to make sure there's no like weird harsh stops where I was pressing that sparklage everywhere. There's that word again. Oh, I love it. It's so enchanting. Last, for my inner corner, I want to take Moonlight, which I'm wearing as my face highlight. I'm guaranteed to wear this as my face highlight pretty much always when I'm playing with this palette. I'm just gonna use this teeny little brush and just pop that in the inner corner just for like a really soft, just pale aqua glow. It's so pretty. I love this shade. It just reflects so good. Okay, I finished off the look. Just threw on some spiky lash clusters, threw in this Outer Space dark blue pencil from ColourPop just to kind of add to that depth. And then I just went with kind of a like pinky nudie lip combo. I'm wearing the Mocha pencil from Nomad Cosmetics and then from Fantasy Cosmetica, the hidden lipstick. And this is how the final look turned out. I think it's so pretty. I love this kind of blue purple smokiness. I love all the sparkle topped over it. I think it came out so nice and I hope you like it too. Let's move on to look number 2. Okay, let's get into look number 2. I'm already primed and ready to go, so we're just gonna jump right in. I want to do a halo eye today. I wanna really focus on just the tealy shades in the palette. Maybe a smidgen of that marbled shade as well, because it is my favorite shade. I feel like if I can use it every day, I will. So I'm gonna start with Feline, the darker shade. I'm gonna use this dual-ended Sigma brush, so I'm gonna use the flat side first, the E54, and I'm gonna use that just to really pack just kind of close on my inner and outer corner. Not really bringing it out too far because I want lots of room for it to blend, but I also want just like the smokiness to be really, really focused at the lashes. Kind of like that, kind of like a weird like fat, flat V. I want to do the same to the lower lash line, except I want it smoked all over the lower lash line, and I'm going to start with a black pencil just to kind of create a little bit of a base. This is from Kimchi Chic Beauty, but I'm just filling that in my waterline and then running it kind of like at my lash line. Taking this Blend Bunny B2 pencil brush with just a little bit of Feline, I'm just pressing this right up against my lower lash line, kind of on top of that black pencil as it scoots down, just to start getting a little bit of that laid down before I start blending things out. Again, I really want this dark teal to be very concentrated to like my lash line area, and I'm gonna let the blend be what brings it out further. Also making sure this connects in that outer corner nicely. So now for the blending, I'm going to take Potion, that more, it's kind of like a darker seafoam, tealy situation. I'm gonna take the fluffy side of that dual-ended brush, and I'm just gonna start fluffing it around the edges. I'm taking just little bits at a time because I want this again to stay kind of concentrated. I really just want to use the shade to help blend. I don't want it to take over anything. And I'm just starting kind of in this outer corner because I want the middle of my lid to be left as open as possible for my shimmer. I love this shade though, and I love pairing it with that darker shade. It's so pretty. It just creates such a good haziness. I love doing the same kind of to this front portion as well. Just taking teeny little circular motions, only little bits of product at a time because I don't want this to get out of control or anything. little at a time, slow and steady. And of course, all on that lower lash line as well, kind of taking it all the way from inner to outer, just doing little swirly motions, just getting it nice and soft and diffused. I love this blown out combo. I think it's so pretty. Now I'm gonna use that same brush and kind of dip once into each of those shades, the darker and the lighter, kind of get a little bit of a mixture, just to do one final little blendiness on the inner and outer corner before I start going in with all of my shimmer magic. So now taking a little light layer of my NYX Glitter Primer so I can go in with all of my shimmer. My plan is to do kind of my marbled shade on the inner and outer part of the lid, and then Moonlight completely going down the center. It's gonna be such a good combo. But just doing a very light layer of this just so that the shimmer can all stay put where I put it and pop nicely to its fullest potential. So taking Alter, my favorite shade. Oh, I just love this marbled shade so much. I'm just gonna take this small brush from Lethal Cosmetics just so I can really concentrate that kind of on the seam of like where the middle of my lid is blank and where the color starts, kind of like making that merger right there, which is why I'm using a small brush so I can really pack that just where it needs to be. Oh, it's just so pretty. Even this shade by itself, like as the middle shade, would be so good. I'm just making sure we have a good blend there from the shimmer into the mattes. This is just such a cool and transformative shade because when I pair this marbled shade with the purple, I feel like the underlying purple tones come out more. But now that I'm pairing it with these, I feel like those teals are coming out more. It's just so cool. So now taking Moonlight, this is gonna be the center of my lid shade and my inner corner. I am gonna start with just my finger and I just wanna press that all up in the center of my lid just for a spotlight moment. I want this going all the way up toward my brow bone, everywhere. Then I'll use my little trusty blendy brush to make sure that's all flowing nicely. Oh, I love. Love, love, love. Little inner corner moment. Oh, I'm just such a sucker for teals. It's just one of my favorite things ever. Here is the final look. I just love these like muted teal vibes. It's so pretty. I feel like it's very ghoulish and very mystical, and I love it. I love it so much. Threw on some little lash clusters again, and I wanted a very dark teal lip. So I went first with my black lip pencil from Unearthly Villain, filled in most of my lips with this shade, and then I topped over it with my agave lip clay from Kaleidos, which is just like a more rich mid-tone teal, and I feel like that combo is just so good. I love it. I love the glow of the shimmers all over my lids. I love the smokiness. It's so pretty. I love it. I love that little bit of shiftiness that having that marbled shade incorporated does. It's so cool. It's so cool. I love my palette. I love my palette so much. I have so much fun every time I bust it out. But let's move on now to look number 3. Okay, look number 3. I'm so excited. I want to do something incorporating a wing, really smoked out, blown out lower lash line. I want to do kind of really a combination of all the colors, like kind of going across the whole spectrum. I'm excited. I'm already primed and ready to go, so I just want to get started. I think I want to start with the smoky outer corner lower lash. So I'm going to be using Chant blended into Tarot for that. Now the very outer corner of my lid really isn't going to get shown because I'm going to be putting a wing on it anyway, but I still want it to be there because it's going to create a really good base, a really good connection, and also flow into the shimmers that I lay down nicely. So I'm using this Blend Bunny B3 brush, and I'm just going to start by stamping this darker red against the outer corner near my lashes. And I'm also going to stamp it against the outer corner of my lower lash line. And just kind of connecting them, not really like in a wing, but kind of in a sloppy wing. Again, this is all going to get blended and semi-covered with the liner, but I want to make sure all this is going to connect really well. And I'm kind of taking and dragging this down a bit more as well. Then I'm going to take this fluffy brush from Sigma, and I'm just going to take Tarot, the brighter red, and just really start going to town on this lower lash line. I want to kind of drag it down, like kind of heavy in this area, almost where it's going in toward my blush a little bit. And then I'll start kind of dragging and feathering this out in the outer corner as well. Just like a very heavy, hazy, red, smoky moment out here. So now I want to start building up some of my shimmer before I go in with the wing, and then I'll do some more smoking once I get the wing on there. So I'm going to take, again, just a light layer of my NYX Glitter Primer. I'm just going to use my finger, and just, again, taking a really small amount, nothing too thick and crazy, just enough for my shimmer to pop to its fullest potential and stay put nicely. So I want to do a combination of herbs and hex. I think that'll be a really pretty combo on the lid. So I'm going to start with herbs, that darker purple. And I want this covering pretty much the outer half of my lid. When actually, before I put on Hex, I think I'm gonna do one more matte, but those are the two shimmers that I plan on doing. So kind of focusing this herbs shade on the outer half, blending into those reds, just like that. I love this shade against the reds. It's so pretty. So before I go in with Hex, I am gonna take a little bit of Potion. This pop of color is gonna be a fun contrast in the front of my crease. So I'm gonna take this fluffy brush from Fantasy Cosmetica, the E05, and I'm just gonna start layering this in the front part of my crease. I'm just starting with a really small amount, building up slowly, but I just love that. I love that so, so much. Kind of dragging it even on my lid a little bit, but I really just wanted this to be a fun pop of color here in the front. Okay, taking Hex now on my Singe E06 brush. I just want to really pack this on the front half of my lid. I love this sparkly iridescence that this one has, and I really thought that would be a fun contrast right next to herbs. You know, more of a darker shimmer and then more of this lighter shimmer. It's so pretty. Just look how sparkly. I love it. I love it. I love it. Blending a little bit more with Potion again, just to re-intensify and get a good blend between that shimmer to matte. I want to move on to the inner corner now, just so that you can see the look before I add the wing in case you were recreating this and want to stop there. But taking Moonlight again, which again is my face highlight forever and always when I use this palette. Just gonna pop that in the inner corner. And I'm even gonna drag it into my lower lash line a little bit. I kind of want this to fade in toward that red situation that I have going on. So now I'm gonna do my wing. This is just a black liner from Lawless, and it's hard for me to do this on camera because I have to be very close to a mirror, but I'm gonna try. I'm just gonna start at like the outer corner of my eye, drag it up toward my tail. I want a fairly large, obnoxious wing because I just prefer that. And then I go a little way down and just start swooping it across. Kind of just letting the motion of my hand just do the thing. Drag it all the way down to the front, obviously much skinnier in the inner corner as I get there. And then that's pretty much my base to start with. So I'm just going to kind of fill this in really quick. And then as I get back toward the tail, I'll kind of like connect and extend just a hair. And then this wing's a little lumpy bumpy, so I'll just kind of go through and just sort of work on perfecting it a little bit. I'm gonna do the other eye, perfect this one, try to make them match as much as possible. So now that my wings are on, I basically just want to do the lower lash line one more time, but make sure it's really smoking into that wing. So I'm going to start with Chant just a little bit, just to re-intensify right up in there and kind of drag it toward that wing. And I don't need it to be a blend from black into red. That's not really what I'm going for, but I do want to just make sure that it all just feels like it's connecting really nicely. And then just one more quickie blend with Tarot, just to kind of seal the deal. Here is how the final look turned out. I love it. I feel like it's so mystical. I love these contrasting colors. I love the way they all flow together. It's so cool. It's so blown out and smoky, and I love it. I love it so much. I added in a metallic red eye pencil. This is Be My BB from ColourPop. Just wanted to add to the red more. And also to add to the red more, obviously I went with a red lip. I started with the Bad Blood lip pencil from Unearthly, and then I topped it with the Mystery lipstick from Fantasy Cosmetica, and I just love it. I think this combination is so good. I love all the different pops of red. I just think it's so enchanting. I love it. I can't believe I just filmed my 3 looks video with my palette for you guys. This is crazy. And more looks are to come, of course. Like, I've already started pre-filming short form videos. I'll be playing with it more in the future. Don't you worry. I can't believe this is real. I can't wait to see your reactions either, because I probably said in the intro, but as I'm filming this video, it hasn't even been revealed yet. It's still like a week away, which is crazy, but I just cannot wait to see what you think. And I'm just so overwhelmed. Thank you again for everything. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for just all of your support, whether it's very recent, you're just now discovering me, or if you've been around for a long time. I just appreciate you more than you can possibly imagine. I'm so thankful that this exists. I really hope you enjoyed the looks. I hope you're liking what I've done with this palette. I can't wait to hear your thoughts. I am like at the edge of my seat, like day by day, just counting down the calendar until we can reveal this to the world. I'm so pumped and so excited. I'm excited to see all of my fellow creators' looks with this palette. So there's gonna be tons of inspiration out there between my videos, my friends' videos. So just enjoy all the fun, colorful, magical, witchy goodness. I'm so excited. If you made it to the end of this video, leave some witchy emojis. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel out a lot. And if you want, you can follow me over on Instagram and TikTok. I'm BATTYBEAN over there. And you can subscribe if you want to see more videos. You are also welcome to hop over to my second channel, linked in my description box if you want additional content. And also in my description box is a link to my channel memberships. There's a couple different tiers with a couple different perks, and I would love to have you. Thank you just so much for watching, for being here. I appreciate you so much, and I'll catch you in the next one.